This morning, some news came out from Mark Berenbeck, who is a Sky journalist in Germany, that Manchester United have inquired about Stuttgart's Sasha Kaladzic, which is, I think, is how it's pronounced, and he's available for 20 million euros. Okay, who is he, and where does he play? Because honestly, I had no idea about him. So we've just spent a couple of hours doing a bit of Wii Scouting on him, and honestly, I've mentioned Wii Scout previously before. It's fantastic for breaking down individual elements of a game, getting a good picture of what they're good at, and then moving on to the next thing. So this is not the most in-depth scout report or claiming to say we've watched hundreds of games of him. We've done a couple of hours of research this morning between us and come up with a little bit about what we think he might offer and whether or not it would be a good signing for United. So he's 24 years of age. He'll be 25 before the season started if we were to bring him in. He is 6'7", and he is the tallest player in Bundesliga. And he's not Peter Crouch framed either. He's quite like a regular kind of physique, which at 6'7" means he's a monster. Now, he's only got 6 goals and 2 assists in Bundesliga this season, and he's had a bit of an injury-plagued season. However, season before he got 16 goals and 6 assists, 22 goal involvements in 33 games. He does excel in the air, which you would kind of hope for someone that's 6'7", but genuinely, he scores a lot in the air, and the shots that he has and the goals that he scores are eerily similar. They're sort of lofted crosses to sort of the middle back of the box. There's 3 or 4 players around him, and he kind of has a lean back, puts it back into the corner of the goal that it came from, with a bit of a loop on it quite often. He's got some bullet headers, but he seems to like that looped one back kind of over the goalkeeper, and the reaction from the goalkeeper on almost every single one of these is identical, where it's just like, oh, for fuck's sake. I think there's a lot to like about him. He is in the 94th percentile for duels won, which means he's just winning all of the duels, which as a forward, like, you don't generally see that really. He does make use of his height. He does make use of the strength that he's got. He does lack pace, but he does press from the front as well. He's pretty good technically, and his link-up play is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's excellent. His dribbling's ordinary. He does have good instincts in and around the box. As a focal point or a target man, or maybe something a little bit different, just as a different way of playing, or, you know, we need a goal, let's just throw the big idiot on. That wouldn't be bad. And 20 million, he's not going to be sitting there demanding to play in front of Cristiano Ronaldo week in, week out, but he does offer you something entirely different that we don't have in the squad. At 20 million, I don't think you could really lose on him here. Like I said, he's kind of... you're not probably going to get too much resale out of him, but he could be a useful figure. If he comes in and plays the Origi role that we've seen Liverpool have a lot of success with, you could end up with a bit of a cult hero on your hands. Like I said, he presses from the front. His link-up play is really good. Little bit of a warrior. I don't think it's the craziest idea. We said we're going to have to cut our cloth accordingly. Now, he can't be the only striker that we bring in. We're going to need more. If we were to bring in a Nunez, partnering with someone like this, I don't think that's the craziest idea. And then you've got some depth in that forward line, and you'd be prepared and covered for any injuries and eventualities. 20 million, that's not bad. So we'll keep an eye on whether this one starts to develop, and we're obviously going to watch him a little bit more to see what else we can see about him. But like I said, 20 million... it's not bad. I'm not going to sit here and say he's a future Ballon d'Or winner. I'm not going to sit here and say that he's the type of player that we need and he will be the difference in us winning the league. I'm not going to say anything along those lines. I'm going to say, in terms of having a blend of first choice, superstar, backups, this kid sits firmly in the backup category, and I don't think he'll be too upset about sitting in the backup category, and I think he could play that role quite effectively. So that's what I think about him. Anyone that's watched him more than I have in the comments, which will be anyone who's watched him at all, get in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Do you think there's anything in this? Certainly not a name to throw out there to generate clicks, apart from clicks on who the fuck is he. So when it's one of those, I tend to believe that there's probably something in it. But like I said, you guys have a think. Let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.